I'm going live, right? Okay. I can't believe this. This is disgusting and it should be talked about. Hi, everybody. Sorry. Wait a minute. Okay, we have something disgusting that has happened and it's infecting my fucking country now. Oh, hell no, hell no. Now, this is what a real Scottish person would actually do. I cannot believe the cucked teacher. He's a boomer and I want to punch him in the face. I'm so fucking mad. Wait till you see this. It's all over YouTube. It just was posted today. A Scottish boy, total Chad, total cool dude by the way, normal Scottish kid, uploads this video. Watch this. You just need to Google. Wait. I need to press play. I'm a boomer. I'm 28. So
Entitled to your opinion. If I am, then why would you kick me out of class? It's not very inclusive of
Could I finish my sentence, please? Not very inclusive. No, I'm sorry, what you were saying was not very inclusive, and this is an inclusive school.
Oh.
Yeah. How was what I was saying?
Because I was saying that what's wrong with the website is that there are more than one gender in this country by law.
No, there's not.
My opinion, and
that's your opinion.
Acceptable in the school. I'm afraid yours, which you're saying that there's no such thing as anyone other than male or female, is not inclusive.
Scientifically, there are just two genders.
There is just two genders.
I get it. But you're choosing to make an issue of this because I said, "Are you really going to hear?" That was your opportunity to keep quiet.
To keep quiet, so to pretend that reality is fake. To pretend. So basically, sorry, wait. I need to pause this. You can Google it and look up it as well. It's so Orwellian. It's crazy. See, seriously, like he's basically like, this teacher knows but the curriculum now is making them say that there's more than two genders. This Chad is turned round and went, no, wait a minute, in the class, he said, look, there's only male and female, what are you talking about? The teacher said, look, you've got one chance, or you're going to get kicked out. He said, no, I'm not, fuck you, there's only two genders. So listen to this boomer teacher trying to tell him, and he says, but that's your opinion. So the Chad guy that's got chucked out of class turned around and said, no, but that's your opinion that there's more than two genders. And he says, so Orwellian, it's like so 1984. Obviously he's not lying him down and making him say, you know that bit when he's going to chop his arm off and he's saying, say how many fingers I'm holding up. It's not torture, but it's like, it's crazy. Just watch, like, just look at this.
But clearly given an opportunity
to pretend.
Not to pursue it. You chose to do so.
You chose to believe in reality.
You chose to do so. Yes, that's the key question. You chose to do so.
I think it's silly to have anything other than two genders.
Okay.
Anything else is
Could you please keep that opinion to your own house?
To your own house.
Not in the
so
school.
you get to put your opinion out in class, and my
no,
opinion
I am not.
My opinion has to stay inside
my house. I am not
my house.
putting my opinion. I am not putting my opinion out. I am stating what is national school authority policy.
Authority.
Well,
there you go, authority. There's more than two genders now.
Not every policy is scientific.
It's happening in Scotland.
Not every policy is scientific, Murray.
And you can't come out here and say that I'm not being inclusive when someone says
I didn't say. I said what you were saying was not being inclusive.
You kicked me out of class. If you want to have a discussion about it, we could have done it. Had a discussion.
See, let's have a discussion about it.
30 minutes of my time, where I could have been down revising, doing something else. Instead,
exactly.
I state something I believe in. You kick me out of class for 30 minutes. I'm waiting on.
Take this somewhere else, Murray. You can make an official complaint.
I'm not going to make an official complaint.
Why not?
I just think it's.
I know what you think, and I know what.
There's two genders.
I know what the authority's point of view is very clear that we make no discrimination on the grounds of various.
I wasn't making discrimination. I'm simply saying there are two genders, male and female.
Yeah.
Anything else is a personal identification.
I'm sorry, but you chose to make an issue of making a point which is contrary to policy.
You made the issue when you complained about the website, sir.
Yes, and I made it in a way.
And I responded to that by saying, but there are only two genders.
I can't believe this is happening in Scotland. Scotland is so based. This is crazy. It's happening in Scotland, people. Time to wake up.
Well, can I take my bag and go to the research area and start revising it?
You can stay here.
Okay, I'll stay here. Thanks for wasting my time.
Well, he's such a Chad. Thanks for wasting my time, dude.
I am not allowed to tell you how much of my time you have wasted.
Oh, shut up, you old boomer. But yeah, definitely check this video. It's a guy called I'll tell you the channel to look up. He says, my teacher kicked me out of class for saying, the guy's name is, wait a minute, sorry, I act like a boomer, but I'm 28. What the hell, it's my phone, is this way, right? Yeah, his name is, I've subscribed to him. His name is, just put in, my teacher kicked me out for saying there are two genders. It's already had 14,908 views. It's had 1,001 likes, and probably more because I just liked it, and it's had 16 dislikes. 16. But yeah, this guy, I think his name's Paris something, I'll check him out, right? His name's Paris Cloud. So I've subscribed to him. Videos. I can't believe that, yeah, like, he's done 2 videos, but yeah, I mean, to that video, to get that many views, I mean, I can't believe that. You don't understand, Scotland is so effing fucking based, but like, I mean, I'm not allowed on YouTube to say that there's not two genders, because people identify as more. This guy though, who's very cool, he believes, because he's Scottish, and like most Scottish people believe in a thing called science and biology, and the fact there is 2 genders, but it's apparently hateful now, and it's even in the school curriculum in Scotland. Thank God I'm 28 and have left school. Thank you, Jesus, you've saved me, because I would be kicked out all the time. But anyway, back to the dork stream, and I'm going to talk like I know a lot, and I don't. But anyway, I still can't believe that. That is crazy. Like, I actually saw it on somebody's channel. I wish I could say their name. They done a brilliant video on it, and he done the comparisons to Orwell, how Orwellian it was. I'm gonna see if I can find it again, because he was so amazing. You need to subscribe to this guy. But yeah, he was amazing. Damn it, I can't find him now. Oh, the Whitfield Report. I didn't know that was on. I loved the stream 10 hours ago. Damn it, I missed it. The Whitfield Report is amazing as well, by the way. I don't know who's watching, but hi, whoever's watching. I catfished my kid. Ooh, on TNC. That's a bit disgusting. The honest gold digger. Alex Jones confronts Stephen Crowder. How amazing was that? Revenge of the Cis guys. That was good. That was good. The dark stream false flag in the Gulf. Soros. Why is everyone leaving YouTube? Everyone's leaving YouTube because it's gay ass, that's why. And you're not allowed to say the truth. That is why, women. Alan Powell. What is Alan Powell saying now? I was arrested. I am out now. What? Alan Powell's done a new video. Hello, Whistle Boy. How you doing, darling? Did you see my thing on Scotland?
Not because I'm in here, because you think I should.
Oh, it's Morgan Freeman. Love Morgan Freeman.
I look back on the way I was then.
Whistle Boy, did you see that? See if you Google if you Google this thing and it says I was kicked out of class for saying there was only 2 genders. Yeah, it's in Scottish curriculum now. Scotland is one of the most fucking based places in Europe. Like, Scottish people are like, what are you talking about? And there's this guy who the teacher was trying to say there was more than two genders, and and I'm on YouTube, so I'm saying it would be hateful to disagree with this teacher, but this really cool dude turned around and says, yeah, I mean, I can't believe it came to Scotland. Well, the guy uploaded it. He's already had 14,000 views, and he's all likes. He's only had 16 dislikes. But the guy, he's Scottish. He might have a hard time. He kind of speaks like me a wee bit, but he's more clear speaking. But he's still Scottish. But he turns around and he's like, well, you're saying it's inclusive. And he even says, the teacher turns around and says, he says, well, that's your opinion. And he says, I tell you, just like, it's so Orwellian. He's basically saying, you will pretend there is more, or you will get punished. And the guy says, but why can't we discuss this? That is your opinion that there's more. I believe in science. It'll fall apart soon. Oh, I know it'll fall apart soon because Scottish people won't take it. Alan Pills just uploaded a video. He's had like 467 views. I was arrested, now I'm out. It's got Morgan Freeman. Let's see what Alan Pills up to. That freak. It's Morgan Freeman.
I want to talk to him.
It's in, you know when he's in that film in prison? Morgan Freeman. Like, why is he uploaded Morgan Freeman? He might get a copyright strike.
That kid's long gone.
That kid's long gone.
This old man is all that's left.
This old man is all that's left.
I gotta live with that.
I gotta live with that.
Rehabilitated.
Rehabilitated?
It's just a bullshit word.
It's just a bullshit word.
So you go on and stamp your form, Sonny, and stop wasting my time.
Stop wasting my time.
Because to tell you the truth.
Because to tell you the truth.
I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit. Ah ha ha! Oh, he's done Revenge of the Sith in it. Today. What the hell was that? Alan Powell, you are a weirdo. Worldwide pedo. No, I don't want that one. I don't want the pedos on. No pedos on my channel. No. Pedo alert. Yeah, Whistleboy, I can't believe that. The world is going to fall apart. George Soros is pushing too much of his shizer. And it's not going to happen. It just isn't going to happen. He can go and he can sit on a... Hiya, Jiggerman! Jiggerman! Listen to that. Did you hear what I was talking about earlier? It's came to Scotland. It has came to Scotland. There was a video uploaded today, and the Scottish... A guy uploaded a video, he's Scottish, from a room about Glasgow somewhere, and he says, I was kicked out, if you just Google, I was kicked out of class for saying there was only two genders. Now this, in Scotland, you don't understand, us Scottish are very fucking based. We're like, what? What are you talking about, man? No, you're crazy. But even the teacher, you can tell he doesn't even believe it. But the teacher's gone like that to him, and the teacher's basically saying, good morning from the West Coast, good morning, woo woo. The teacher's basically saying to him, the wee Chad turns around and says, he gets kicked out of class because the teacher's trying to say there's more than two genders, which it would be hateful for me to say on YouTube that there isn't, because a lot of people identify as a unicorn or a fish or something, you know. So anyway, this cool boy turns around and says, well, this man that's full of hate, this guy that's full of hate at school, of course, a Scottish guy full of hate, we're all full of hate in Scotland. He turns around and says, no, what are you talking about? There's only two genders. Gets kicked out of class, he films it. And the teacher, he's sitting there and he's saying, look, you could have just had to speak with me. And he says, the teacher says, well, that's your opinion, there's only two genders. He says, well, it's my opinion and science opinion, basically. And he says, well, the teacher says, well, it's my opinion and there's more than two genders. He says, well, let's discuss this. But you need to watch the video. But now it's in the Scottish fucking curriculum. There's more than two genders. So it'd be hateful for me to say there's not. All I can say is, thank the Lord. I thank you, Jesus. I went to church this morning. It's now 4 o'clock, but I thank Jesus, because if it wasn't for Jesus, I'd still be in school and I'd be kicked out a lot. Yeah, definitely check it out. I gave it a big thumbs up. Do you know he's only had 16 dislikes and he's had over 14,000 likes? He's uploaded it today. It's, I was kicked out of class for saying there's only two genders. It was fucking amazing, seriously. Jigger Man and Whistle Boy, how he's all doing? So I can't believe that Alan Pill's uploading millions of videos. He done a video where it says, I was arrested, I am now, and I am out now. He's basically saying like he doesn't give a shit and all this kind of stuff. And he done Owen Benjamin, but he also stuck in Revenge of the Sith, like there's enemy or something, which really is annoying. You know Count Dankula, or is Scotland too big? Scotland isn't that big. No, I don't know Count Dracula personally. He's just not somebody that I would usually talk to. Not that there's nothing wrong with him. I've just never, we don't run in the same circles. Does that make sense? Like the people that I run about with are very, what's the word? This is why it was so crazy. See when Count Dracula got arrested for being for making his pugs do a sea kale. Do you get what I'm talking about? Do you see Kyle? But it's really crazy because the guy was a communist. He was a commie. Count Dracula is somebody. See how he had all the piercings on his face and all that kind of stuff. He was a gamer. He's just somebody. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So for them to say he was a Nazi, it was crazy. It'd be more easy for them to say that me and my friends were Nazis because there's more proof. We're not, but it would be easier. Do you get what I'm saying? We are not. Like, I have plenty of different races of friends. I can show you photographs of me with different races. It's nothing to do with that. It's just that we all have the same ideology. Does that make sense? We all have the same ideology. We all don't like George Soros and people like that. Does that make sense? Yeah, it looks like a commie. He was a commie. That he admitted it. He said it's crazy they think I'm a Nazi, eh? Like, because he lives about an hour away from me, and he says it's crazy they think I'm a Nazi because I'm a communist. And I was like, what? And he looks like one. He looks like a soy boy and everything. Like, he's just not somebody I would hang about with. I hang around with Chad. Does that make sense? Like, and they can be. It doesn't matter what colour of skin they are. It doesn't matter if they're Polish. I've got a lot of Polish friends. It doesn't matter if as long as they have the same. It's the same ideology. The fact we all have the same sense of humour. The same. Do you get what I'm talking about? I would maybe talk to Count Dracula because I think. But at the same time, the fact that he was friends with Sargon of Akkad makes me think, oh, he's tainted. Sargon, big Sargon. Sargon keeps making videos, it's annoying. I mean, it is annoying what they're doing to Sargon. They're literally saying throw battery acid in his face. And they think that's acceptable. Haha, yeah, based people. Yep, based people. Totally we're based. Based in the best. I can't find a fucking lighter. I'm so based I don't have a lighter. That is gay as fuck. Wait a minute. Where's my lighter, Bailey? Don't say you've ate my dog's ate the lighter. Oh wait, it's sitting right here. But yeah, so anyway, this is Sunday chill outs. Jigga man, you're laughing at me. I know it was sitting right there. It was like it was right there. Right there. I'm so based that I don't even know where my lighter is. My big 13 inches arriving next week. Laptop. Don't get too excited. So I'll be able to actually play the clips that I'm talking about instead of just telling you about a clip. But I mean, seriously, it was fucking amazing watching it on. It was this guy's channel. I want to give him a shout out, but I don't know. You're laughing. You're so funny, Jigga man. I like Jigga man. But yeah, where was that fucking thing? Timcast. I get so annoyed at leftist active shock that Twitter suspended him. Shut up, Timcast. I hate Tim Pool. I hate him. He's such a fence-sitting piece of poo. Like, he just makes me angry. Fence-sitter. Blair White, the tranny. The Truth with Shane Dawson. What's that? Blair White says there's only two genders. Then she says triggered to death by Milo. Shog Scotland, that's my pal. Comment saying money spent on my child. Jews guilt tripping Germans into wearing kippa. Germans into wearing kippa. Yeah, that was quite funny actually. And he's got 104 views. Everybody subscribe to capitalshug.scotland. He's a really funny guy. I need to see this clip. 2 seconds.
With anti-Semitism on the rise in Germany, Berlin has tried to show solidarity with the Jewish community by urging people to wear a traditional Orthodox skull cap. But the move has not been welcomed by some Jews, as RT's Maria Finoshna explains.
Oh.
To wear or not to wear? That is the question now surrounding the Jewish kippah. For George Gabriel Portis from the Berlin Orthodox Synagogue, the answer is clear.
Everybody should decide if he has an inner feeling to do it, then it's fine.
The debate began when Germany's Commissioner on Anti-Semitism gave a warning to Jews.
I cannot advise Jews to wear the kippah everywhere, all the time in Germany.
That advice prompted a furious reaction from some Jews and politicians. The president of Israel described it as a capitulation to anti-Semitism. Mr. Klein then did a U-turn.
I call on all citizens of Berlin and across Germany to wear the kippah next Saturday if there are new, intolerable attacks targeting Israel and Jews on the occasion of Al-Quds Day in Berlin.
Al-Quds Day is an annual event marked globally and unites those who dispute Israel's claim to Jerusalem, also known as Al-Quds in Arabic. On the other side of the street, those who support Israel. It looked like the perfect occasion to sport a kippah with pride.
Kippah.
At least 85% haven't even wore a kippah.
I noticed.
I have seen it.
Why?
So nobody...
Please don't. I know. No, I would never wear a little hat. But this is the Jews guilt tripping Germans into wearing one. They're not even Jews that are wearing
After all
them.
his controversial statements, we caught up with Mr. Klein.
With my statement, I wanted to start an honest debate about...
Stop wearing the little hats. It's a trick.
Kippah is a very good symbol for that.
But they're not even Jews.
In Europe think that the kippah is something...
They're not Jews. You don't need to wear a hat if you're not a Jew. Don't wear it, Germans don't.
And it worked, though the attention was mixed.
For me, it's like what I said, it's like a Disneyland show. I don't need you and you to wear a kippah, that I do know that you are with me. You know, I'm not wearing a cross that you think that I'm with you. I'm with you if you need me or if
They would
friends,
never wear a cross.
and I
Have you
don't
ever
show
seen
it.
them
I
in
don't
solidarity
need it in my
after?
heart.
Do you know what? Fuck it, I can't watch this. This makes me so annoyed. Have you ever, has anybody ever seen a bunch, the EU is evil? Yes, why do you think we voted to leave? And we won. We won by a fucking landslide. Do you know Scotland had the choice to become independent and get the fuck away from England? But we thought, we actually have brains, and we thought, no, wait a minute, if we do that, we're going to end up like Ireland. We're going to be with the EU, we're going to get raped by millions of migrants, we're going to have not actual money, because Scottish normal money, it'll be like euros. Fuck that. We'd rather be Britain. So we gave away our independence. We'll fight for that another day. Right now, our main fight is with the fucking EU. They are fucking basically the new fourth rank. Do you know what I'm talking about? But they're doing it backwards. Instead of saying like, I mean, imagine Shug Scotland he's only got he's not got many subscribers, but he's the 105 views. You put that, the title is Jews guilt tripping Germans into wearing kippah, and then in brackets a silly wee hat because he's Scottish. It's Shug SHUG/Scotland, all caps. He's Shug Scotland's an amazing guy. He's funny. I'm just gonna like his video. 2 seconds more. I need to click on his channel. But he does a lot of stuff like another ridiculous anti-Semitism claim, exposing Tommy. Oh yeah. This is the thing about Tommy Robertson, and he talks about fucking. Tommy Robertson basically says he puts on a kippah and he wears like. He puts on the kippah with the Israel flag, the Zionist thing. He says, "I am a Zionist." I wonder why. And then he puts on some funny things like Israel's secret weapon, the Talbot program. How does she do that? Is something different. Jews, talking about what Jews are to Palestine, takes Mars. 65 views. He should have more views. He's a brilliant, amazing guy. Yeah, George Galloway was sacked over it. It was not a fucking anti-Semitism. That is bullshit. George Galloway's he's got one called "A Sneaky Jew Describing to Us Why Society Hate Jews." That was amazing. That was pretty funny. Don't be deceived. It's just, Scott, you don't understand. Robert explains how a man or a woman, when arrested, creates. You just need to understand that basically, Scottish people are fucking. We don't buy into this bullshit. We just don't. We don't buy into your shit. So George Soros, Tommy loves foreskins in his mouth 100%. Tommy Robertson is the most Zionist, disgust. He was wearing a gay pride flag. He makes me feel sick. He just, yep, he's not a good person. He is not a good person. And I'm telling you, Jiggaman, do not let the men in small hats trick you. They are doing it. They are using something that happened 70 years ago. Allegedly. Kidding on. Because they want us to all be slaves. The EU is evil. Tony Blair is behind it, by the way. Oh, and fuck you, these fucking stupid video things. I watched one of those stupid tutorial videos, and it was like, how to make a tousle ponytail within 2 minutes. And basically you had to straighten all your hair first, right? And then you had to like curl that, and then put it in, and then pull bits out. So it's kind of like a messy bun, but it just looks like I've got a mess, and then I had to curl my ponytail. All it looks like is I've just shoved my hair in a ponytail. So fuck you, tutorial, you're gay. You're gay as hell. And I don't mean you're gay as in a slanderous way. I mean you're annoying and you talk poo. So untrue. So untrue. It's just really, yeah, Tommy really does love things in his mouth. He just, I think, is something in his mouth all the time. Yeah, right, that's the guy that done the video. This video is amazing, like seriously, you need to see it. It's basically, it's called 1984 Comes to Scottish High Schools, right? Watch this is amazing.
Actually,
he explains it better.
Who chose to make an issue by pointing out that the website only had 2 genders. What I sort of extrapolate from this, and I'm speculating, so maybe I'm wrong, but it sounds like they were looking at some website and the lesson probably had nothing to do with gender, but the teacher chose to take a little side trip to mention that the website only showed 2 genders, as if that was bad. And this student retorted that there is only 2 genders, to which the teacher replied, "Are you really going to make an issue out of this?" And now he's here telling the student how he gave the student the choice. And this is why it reminds me of 1984, because not only is there only 2 genders, but that is like an objective aspect of reality. It's not an opinion. Can we start there? Can we acknowledge that saying there are only 2 genders is less of an opinion and more of a scientifically observable fact? Now, I'm not going to make the scientific argument or the philosophical argument
this guy's
why
great.
there are only 2 genders. I actually have a video on my YouTube channel, and the title of that video is "The Reason There Are Only 2 Genders." So I'll link that if people want to go watch it. I
You
will
should subscribe to me, it's
given the
brilliant.
content of that video, it has aged very well. And I'll just leave it at that. But the reason this reminds me of 1984 is because at the end of the book, when they break Winston by physically torturing him until he says that there's only 3 fingers when they're holding up 4.
Wow, I'd
To me, it's
confront
the
the teacher
same
for
kind
sure.
of thing, because
If I told my
sure,
kid I
getting
wouldn't let
kicked
him
out of
get
a class
Same
is
as
not
me,
the same
Juggy
as getting
kids. See, when I have
physically
kids, I'm
tortured,
telling
but
you,
it is the same
Juggerman, sorry.
principle. It's the
I'm
same
saying, just watch this.
principle of,
Like,
we are going
see
to
if this
punish
happened in
you
Scotland.
until you stop
Listen to
acknowledging
this.
this uncomfortable reality that we don't like. And the teacher.
How do you spell it? Oh, don't worry, I'll tell you at the end. Just watch this first. I promise I'll tell you at the end.
The teacher is forcing him to do that to himself. You can see this in the clip from the 1984 movie where the guy who's torturing Winston says that Winston at any time could have just chosen to fix the problem himself instead of letting it go to.
Right, I'll tell you how to spell it. Wait, I'll do it.
I'm mentally deranged.
You're mentally deranged.
From a defective memory.
It's brilliant. You need to watch him, right? The guys, look, that's when he's. You need to watch this, right? It's this is how you spell it. Like.
I think it's silly to have anything other than two genders. So.
That's the teacher. Yeah, remember the teacher.
To your own house. Thank you.
It's to your own
You get
house.
to put your opinion out in class, and my
No,
opinion,
I am not
my
putting
opinion has to stay
I
inside
am
my
not
house.
putting my opinion. I am not putting my opinion out. I am stating what is national school authority.
No rush.
policy.
Sorry.
National School Authority Policy.
Look.
This is absolutely chilling. And why is the teacher getting so angry about this? Is it possible that the teacher is having difficulty with his own cognitive dissonance? It's difficult to say, but the 1984 parallels, again, just shocking. Because as Orwell writes in his dystopian novel, freedom is the freedom to say 2 + 2 = 4. And the teacher is telling you you're not allowed to say that.
No, fuck's sake. Sorry. It's hypocrite. Sorry about this.
You're not allowed to say that 2 + 2 = 4 in this school.
How do I spell hypocrite?
Only the disciplined mind can see reality in them.
You need to watch this video and you need to subscribe to them.
Effort of the will.
Oh. Hypocrite. Hypocrite. Winston, look at Winston.
Is the freedom to say 2 + 2 = 4.
Hypocrite. That's him.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Well, it's not scientific.
Hypocrite. Because he's.
Not every policy is scientific, Brian. Not every policy is scientific, Murray.
And you can't.
His channel is that's his channel. Hypocrite. And the name of it is 1984 comes to Scottish High. You found it? Right, cool. Right, you found it, right, brilliant. Watch it, just watch it, seriously, because it's fucking amazing, babe. I'm telling you, because the reason it's so shocking is because Scotland is so fucking based. So, like, watch it, it's 14 minutes long, but it's fucking worth it, I'm telling you. That's how I went and found the young guy's his actual live stream, and I played it on my thing. But definitely watch it. Because Scottish people, we don't buy the bullshit. Hey Jeff, hey, what's happening, babes? How you doing, darling? Sorry I couldn't answer your call, I was live streaming. Listen to the news, like seriously, if you go to iHypocrite, there's uploaded today was a young guy, Scottish, was kicked out of his class because he said there was only 2 genders. Now, you need to understand, Scottish people, Jeff, we are so fucking based. We are like, what? We don't buy the bullshit. We're like, no, there's something called you're good, really good. I'm glad you're good. God bless. But yeah, so he was kicked out of class. But definitely look at 1984 comes to a Scottish high school. It's fucking brilliant. Really good. So. Definitely, like, Scottish people, we're not going to buy this. Like, the people in small hats, they are pushing this agenda too much. The teacher doesn't even buy it. Nobody buys it. It's just, yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Not good at all. The guy that does it actually, see that iHypocrite, like, I'm going to subscribe to him because he actually looks really funny. Wait, subscribe. Missing multiple indigenous women. extreme analysis, the show, the making of a YouTube radical. Oh yeah, they make it, remember the New York Times done the making of a YouTube radical? I mean, really? You can get radicalised on YouTube? No, you can't. Yeah, my 10-year-old daughter knows all about the men in little hats. Jiggerman, proud of you for teaching her. Proud of you. You need to teach your children about the men in small hats because they are sneaky. They will try. Everybody in Scotland, we know the EU is the small hat people. We know it is. Is it criminal what's being pushed in the UK? It is criminal what's being pushed in the UK. It is criminal, Jeff. What are the man in little hats? Well, I can't say, but I can say George Soros, he is funding a lot of this. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, not all of what he is, people are bad, but a lot are. Do you get what I'm saying? In Canada, we ain't got free speech either. You're all over the pond in Canary coal mine when it comes to free speech. Canadians and Scots, and we are very similar. You need to remember, like, a lot of Scottish people and Irish went to Canada, but right now you've got Justin Trudeau, we've got Nicola Sturgeon, both of them. We don't have free speech. Right now, I live in a police state. The oligarchs of the world. Yeah, little hats, I think so. Yes, yep, 100%. Yep, George Soros. Yes, exactly. The EU's funded by George Soros. He's ruined Ireland. Scotland is not as bad as Ireland, but it's still, I mean, we live in a police state. Like, if I was to say to a policeman, like, I don't believe this or blah blah blah, if I offended him in any way, I'd be arrested. Justin's getting the boots for sure. Oh, Justin Trudeau makes me so angry. He's such a cringe monger as well. Like, seriously, like, if you've seen some of the stuff he's done, like, and he does not like Christians. He is so anti-Christian. Okay, you get it now, Jeffy. You're not a term I'm used to. Sorry. It's because we're not allowed to say it on YouTube, so we have to get around to the terms of service by saying, you know, men in hats, small hats. You get what I'm saying? October 19th, we still have a Conservative government. It's such a joke. Do you know, it's exactly the same. Right now, my government is Conservative. Ha, 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 ha. Conservative, but the leader, treasonous May, who I hate, by the way, she's a feminist. She's not Conservative at all. She's not conserving anything in the UK. She's made it so much worse. It's all good. Cool. Thanks, Jeff. Cool. But yeah, Jiggerman, you're the same. You've got Conservative, we've got Conservative. They're not Conservative. It's all fake. They're globalists. They're elitists. You know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to get around the terms of service, but they're all George Soros funded people, and these people are trying to do a new world order. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but you get what I'm saying, because I can't be a conspiracy theorist, because if I was, I'd be kicked off YouTube. She's horrible. She reminds me of the Harry Potter. But she really is. She is like that. She is like the Harry Potter book. She is. I hate her. See, when I was down at the London rally and I was screaming, like, there's a picture of me in the Telegraph. They took a photo of me and it looks like I'm screaming at the police, but I wasn't. I was screaming across to Westminster, shouting, "Treason is me! Treason is me!" Like, must go. You've got to go. Like, our country, get out. Like, talking to her. But they were saying we were telling, like, other people to get out. No, we were telling the government to get out. Two wings of the same shot. Yep, exactly. Yep. Your terms of service are very harsh. They're cracking down here too. Here. Yep. Yes. My terms of service is, like, I have to kind of say things, like, basically I have to say, for example, I can't say that my country is getting flooded with migrants, because that would be hateful. And I would never say anything like that. That's just an example of something I would never say. But yeah, my terms of service is hard. It's not easy to get you. It's easy to get used to. Jeff, it's so easy. They They even hit Tim Pool. Not that I'm going to cry for Tim Pool because he's a faint-sitting piece of poo. But seriously, they even hit him. They hit Tim Pool. It was terrible, shocking. Yeah, like 2 seconds. I need to take some juice. Yes, Jiggerman, you are so on it. You're so on it. Tommy is a Zionist shill. It's 100%. Sent you an email to response that got blocked on me. That got blocked on me. See, I sent an email that really? Isn't the most popular pro? Yes. She's not the most. Lammy Duck, how you doing? The most popular Scottish Conservative pro. Yes. Yeah, her name is Ruth. Yes, she's the Scot. Yes, I'll show you a picture of her. I've got her. I've got the. Where is she? Remember, it's like I done a video about it all. Damn it, where are they all? I think I ripped them up. No, I didn't. Yes. Right, look. This is who we've all got, right? These are the parties. That's the Green Deal, right? Look, a long-necked, brave and beautiful lesbian with a brave and beautiful man. They say choose hope over hate. That's the Green Party. They have 3 policies, okay? Their 3 policies is stopping Brexit, tackling climate change, and then their last one is choosing hope over hate. The Greens believe in a just and welcoming Scotland. We will always defend freedom of movement and the benefit immigration has brought to our communities. So I think rip them up. Then we have Jeremy Corbyn. Yes, famous communist. Everybody knows he's a commie. Commie Jeremy Corbyn. Sorry people, you said no, to which I say respond way. We did. How can the LGBT conservatives... I know, exactly, Jimmy. Wait, I'll show you a picture of her. I've got her somewhere. Where is that stupid bitch? Please tell me I didn't rip her up. I don't think I did. Oh, this is the worst one ever. This is our leader right now. Scotland's for Europe. Let's say it loud and clear. Well, guess what? Scotland did say it loud and clear. We all voted Brexit Party. Biatch. Ha! And look at all our policies. We'll keep working with others across the UK to stop Brexit. We'll offer people a choice for a future independence nation. We'll revoke Article 50 if a no-deal Brexit is the only alternative. Shut up. She didn't win either. And then where's that Ruth? Don't worry, I'll find Ruth. Like, this is, seriously, this is the lesbian treaty. I got this when I was down at the, I blame Starbucks. See when I, Starbucks in China, yeah. See when I was down at, in London at the thing, someone gave me this, right? It's the lesbian treaty. Most relevant and important of all replacement treaties that has been signed without our agreement. Yeah, right, this is what it is. If the UK remains under the control of the EU, then the amendment lesbian treaty will preside over any and all of the UK laws. 1. The UK, along with all its existing members of the EU, lose their abstention veto in 2020 as laid down as the Lisbon Treaty when the system changes to that of a majority acceptance with no abstentions or vetoes being allowed. All citizens of EU member states are now EU citizens and no longer citizens of their former country, so you're no longer British or Scottish. Number 2, all EU member states will become states, it even says it's states, of the new federal nation of EU by 2020 with no exceptions or vetoes. 3, all EU members states must adopt the euro by 2020. 4, the London Stock Exchange will be forced to move to Frankfurt in Germany and in 2020 and be integrated into the EU Stock Exchange, resulting in the loss of 200,000 jobs plus the UK becoming of the relocation. 5, the EU Parliament and the ECG become supreme all legislative bodies of the UK. 6, the UK will be made to adopt 100% of whatever the EU Parliament and the ECG lays down without any means of abstinence or veto, negation the need for the UK to have the Lords or even the Commons as we know it today. 7, the UK will not be able to make its own trade deals. 8, the UK will not be able to set its own trade tariff. 9, the UK will not be able to set its own trade quotas. 10, the UK loses control of its fishing rights. 11, the UK loses control of its oil and gas rights. And then it goes on. It loses control of its borders. loses control of its planet, the US loses its nuclear deterrent, loses control of taxation, create its own laws, standing in Commonwealth, it loses control of the justice system, loses control of international policy, it loses control of its national policy, loses its right. This is the worst one for me. The UK loses its right to call itself a nation in its own right. We can't even be a nation. The UK loses control. Fuck you. The UK's gross contempt, blah blah blah. This sadly is the future that some of the UK youth of today, and even some far older old UK think that we who want to leave the EU are denying them. That's what they think. They should be on their knees thanking those that fight and campaign for the UK's sovereignty, independence and democracy, free from the shackles of the European Union, and for saving them from being turned into the Orwellian automations. European law will take precedence, and the UK law has to be subservient and adherent to the EU law. That is the Lisbon Treaty. That is why we voted Brexit. Happy Father's Day. Oh, is it Father's Day? Oh, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. I know we just sent 2 billion Africans to reproduce rates. What? Ew. But wait, I'm trying to find Ruth. Sorry. Where's Ruth? Where are you, Ruth? How dare she have the same name as my mother? But yeah, she was Ruth. I can't find where she is. But basically, she's the Scottish Conservative, but she's for LGB and she's a feminist. Also, I want to show you this. I can't say anything about it, but this was in my chemist. Now, notice there's a lot of people that you don't see in Scotland. Does that make sense? Also, the only white people I see are females. Where's the men? So this is for children. This is in Scotland. You open it up. There's... Okay, that looks like a bunch of Scottish people, doesn't it? That really does. Let's see if there's any more Scottish people in it. Oh yeah, a single mother. A single mother. And because of course, that's it, yeah. I mean, because of course you can't have a male because white men are evil. Ruth Davison is the leader of the Scottish Conservatives. Yeah, of course, I do have the bitch somewhere. I don't know, I think I ripped her up somewhere because I was so angry. I'm sorry, I ripped her. I ripped the bitch, but she annoyed me so much. The fact that she says she's conservative, but she's a lesbian and all this. But trust me, don't worry. We all knew. We read all this. I done videos on this when it was coming up, and luckily, I mean, I educated the youth around me. Where's my right to Viagra? Exactly. So true, Jeff. So true. It is scary. It's very scary, Jigga Man. Ruth Davison. She's got short hair. She looks like a brave and beautiful lesbian. If they want to reproduce, they should make an appointment with me. That's class. I'm a proud day in fact. Is it Father's Day today? My dad's dead though. Dear Jesus, please tell my dad Happy Father's Day. I didn't know that. Is it Father's Day? See, it's weird because my dad's been dead since I was 16. I always forget when it's Father's Day. But Happy Father's Day to everybody. They want to. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. I love when people just do ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. But yeah, like, so anyway, I just can't believe, like, yeah, luckily, thank the Lord that Scotland was like, read all the stuff and was like, oh hell no. We all went and we didn't vote UKIP because UKIP was all Sargon and he had fish thrown on him, he was all fishy and he was an idiot. Yet it's my also dad closing his eyes. Aww. That's a shame. I'm sorry, Jigga Man. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Free speech, right on prayers on our past daddies. Yeah, thank you. William Wallace was about 7 foot. If he confronted Ruth, ho! William Wallace would just, his sword was the same. Do you know, I've seen William Wallace's sword, because I went to the William Wallace Museum. Now, seeing Braveheart, they done a few mistakes because the people in small hats made them. William Wallace's last words were not freedom. William Wallace's last words were a quote from the Bible, where he quoted, "You can take my body, but you're only going to send me to the kingdom of heaven." He quotes a parable from the Bible. Then they do that thing, you know, where they tie you up and they rip his arms off, they castrated him, they chopped his head off, they tortured him, killed him. He was still shouting about, you can do what you want, but I'll never give up, I'm going to heaven, I don't care, because he believed in Christ. But they didn't put that in the film because you can't promote Christianity now. And that is all because of people in small hats doing it like Christianity. Also, William Wallace's sword that I've seen in real life was 5 fucking foot. I'm 5 foot. So, basically, the fact that it was 5 foot, sorry about that noise, I'll shut up. The fact that he was 5 foot, it really proves that he was 7 foot. He could pick up a 5 foot sword. That's like picking up me and just being like, Hadouken! And it would just go right through Ruth Davison. Ha ha ha! It would be that. Yep, no sorrows for Gravy, we're gonna die, live your best life. Yep, 100%, genuine, I agree. Are you for Scottish independence? No, not right now, Russell Cook, no way, no, I voted Brexit. I voted, I want out, because if we get Scottish independence, then this is what happens. We will be stuck with that. That is what we'll have. We will become Ireland. If we have Scottish independence right now, we will be part of the EU, so we won't even be independent. So we are smart enough to know right now is not the time to fight. Our fight is with EU. We need to kill the EU first. Then after we've killed the EU, then we can maybe think about Scottish independence. But first we need a good leader, not Nicola Sturgeon. She is a dog. If I saw her on the street, I can't even say what I would do to her because it's illegal. But trust me, she better. That nibber better never run into me. Jeff knows how much I hate Nicola Sturgeon. That would be John and Cord. Yes, John, not it. Yes. And do you know what they done? The English were so stupid. Do you know what they done? They sent parts all over. They sent William Wallace's body parts all over Scotland, like to different clans. Like they sent a leg to one part and his head to another part to try and scare the Scottish people. Did they not realise Scottish people don't get scared? They're like, they get angry. So when they got the body parts, they were like, you fucking cunts! Ah! And then there was even more bloodshed, and yeah, it made us very hateful of the English. Dance party time, yes, it's dance party time. Mel Gibson, yes, I know, Mel Gibson's new film, watch it. Watch Mel, he's done a new film called The Rothschilds. Mel Gibson's my hero, personally, because he done William Wallace, and now he's done the Rothschilds thing, and he calls out the men in small hats, and he is a Catholic, so I love Mel Gibson. Dance party and one of my close friends, Glasgow, was totally indie referendum and all that. Seriously, Russell Cook, telling me shouldn't be. Oh my god, becoming an island at this moment of his death. Exactly, thank you, Jeff, thank you. Potato famine round 2, 100%. Hashtag me too. Yep. Fun fact, Ireland banned birthright citizenship. EU sent them a lot more money. Exactly, Lama Duck. Ireland is... Let's talk about Ireland. Ireland was the shining light for years. Scotland used to look to Ireland and think, wow, that's a Catholic state, it's beautiful, it's amazing. Then, someone saw it. Somebody saw it with their little beady eyes. That person's name was George Soros. He started funneling money in. He started pushing that there should be gay marriage. They were saying, no, but we're Catholic. No, we don't do that. Then suddenly the gay marriage was allowed. George Soros started pushing more money about, as you said, the birthright. Yes, he's too liberal for his own good. Yeah, exactly. Is Mel Gibson's movie out already? I don't know. I think it is. Somebody said they saw it. I can't wait to see it. Personally, I mean, everybody's saying it's oh, he's so anti-Semitic, blah blah blah. So I cannot wait to see it personally. Top Secret Bear. I don't know Top Secret. I've not seen it yet. Little Beady Hat. Yeah, yes, Jeff Naughty, 100%. I don't think it's out yet. Let me check. I'll Google when his thing is out. When is Mel Gibson's movie out? I can't wait to see it. It's called The Rothschilds. So I'm pretty sure he'll get really into it because, you know, he calls out those people. He knows the truth. Mel Gibson is very based. Right, Mel Gibson. Come on, damn it, I hate my phone, it's so annoying. Mel, come on, why are you doing this to me? Stop it. Meh. Wait a minute, my phone's froze, right? Okay, right, come on, I've done it. Oh, look, I'm stuck with that stupid face. Me. Right, okay, wait, back. Mel Gibson's new film. Right, let's see, right, Mel Gibson's new film. Right, right, come on, let's see, Mel Gibson film of right, okay, Mel Gibson's new movie Rothschild already needs to do the damage. Mel Gibson's not into production yet, but right, so it's not in it's doing production still. Let me see what he's saying about the it's in I'm reading it from Vanity Fair. Google probably is hiding it. Google is hiding it, by the way. I had to really scroll down. Vanity Fair. Mel Gibson's new movie Rothschild already needs to do damage control. Gibson's involvement in a film whose title invokes a wealthy Jewish family is raising eyebrows, but the actor's publicist swears that the Rothschild has nothing to do with the real Rothschilds. Mel Gibson's next movie hasn't even entered production yet, but the actor's team is already doing damage control. On Monday, Variety reported that Gibson is set to co-star with Shia LaBeouf in a Rothschild an upcoming satire about a super rich New York family. The title has instantly sparked comparisons to the real life Rothschilds, a family of incredibly wealthy Jewish bankers that in turn has sparked intense backlash for Gibson for knowing his wildly anti-Semitic comics in the past. Most notably during his 2006 arrest, the charge the Jews are responsible for all the wars in the world. That's that. I'm just quoting Mel Gibson here. The Jews are responsible for all the wars in the world. Gibson then said he later issued an apology for those remarks. Yeah, he was probably forced to issue an apology, but he's right. Yeah, they're all negative. This is all negative. They're doing damage control already. Yeah, exactly. Starve mortality. He says, I feel the need to spare you any embarrassment if I'm told this film about a fictional family, hence the name Rothschild. Which Rothschild family you're referring? He wrote, completely unrelated to your premise and angle. Hopefully this is helpful to you. He will play, in Rothschild, Gibson will play, blah, 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 blah. It's all negative. And it says, over the last few years, Gibson has slowly, as in Mel Gibson, you bitch. It's Mel Gibson, don't just call him Gibson. He's slowly been welcomed back to Hollywood thanks largely to the success of his film Hacksaw Ridge, the stud, blah blah blah. Who cares? Who cares? Give me something good. Backlash. Seth Rogen, who tweeted the news, ho ho Holocaust denier. Seth Rogen wrote. Seth Rogen, what a fucking flag it! Look. Seth Rogen done that. That's what his tweet was. His tweet said, and I'll read it to you. His tweet says, ho ho Holocaust denier. And it says Hollywood Reporter, actor, hashtag Mel Gibson to play rowdy, hashtag Santa has it. Ho ho Holocaust denier. Ugh, And then in an interview he was asked where the Holocaust happened. The actor responded that some of his best friends have numbers on their arms. Then said, yes, of course. Atrocities happened. War is horrible. The Second War killed tens of millions of people. Some of them were Jews in concentration camps. But Mel also absent that his father never lied to me in his life. The next year Mel was trapped. This is so funny. Mel is so based, by the way, and it's all negative about him. And I had to fucking look for ages to find that, by the way. Seth Rogen is such a soy boy. Everybody say it. Seth Rogen soy boy. Seth Rogen soy boy. Seth Rogen soy boy. Dance time. Dance time. Seth Rogen soy boy. Seth Rogen dance. Seth Rogen dance. Seth Rogen dance boy. Yeah, he's such a soy boy. That's hot and not Mel. One of the only movies that I would go to the theatre to see. That's the same as me, Jeff Nogue. Yep. Seth is disgusting, non-stop smears with the soy moustache. 100%. Yeah, 100%. No, that was Mel. That was Mel, babe. Honestly, that Russell Crook, that was Mel. Because the thing is, hate Seth Rogen now. I hate Seth Rogen now. So I used to like him, but Seth Rogen is a man with a small hat. Now remember, I didn't know this, but think about it. He's fat, he's ugly. See anybody that's like Jack Black, Seth Rogen, all these fat, ugly people that seem to get all these hot chicks and get movies. Is it not funny that they're all people with small hats? It's almost like they don't cast good looking people and they choose these fat, unfunny people, ugly people, because they have small hats. And even if they don't believe in God, because remember, it's not just a religion, it's also a race. Small hats and sunshine, yep, something about the name Rogan. Yeah, exactly. I thought Mel was a revenge more than a denier. He is, yeah, he's not a denier. He's not a denier. Mel Gibson has never denied the Holocaust. Russell Cook, you're so right. He has never. That's why I'm laughing at stupid. What's his name? Soy boy saying Holocaust denier. He never denied it. All he said is, look, yeah, a lot of people died. I'm just quoting him. He's saying a lot of Jews died. That did happen, but also a lot of Russians died. And he basically, he's kind of like. He says they died in the concentration camps of of tuberculosis and things like that. And he basically, he's more, as you said, he's more of a revisionist. When can I get a hot chick? Is it my beard? How can I get a hot chick? Is it my beard? Yes, girls love beard. Girls do love beards. Girls love beards, yeah. We like a beard. The only time we don't like a beard is if you're a gay man and you have a beard, because the girl is the beard. Because, for example, allegedly, say you were Stephen Crowder and you were gay, you would get a really hot chick as a wife, and she would be your beard. Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, plus he has a beard, so now he's got two. But allegedly, he's not gay. I'm not saying he's gay. Seth Rogen used to be funny. Now, yeah, I know. But did he used to be funny? I don't know. I don't know if he used to be funny or not. I used to just think he was funny. It's confusing. Because the whole thing, everything's confusing now. Oh snap! Get it, small. Oh snap! No, I get it, small hats. Oh my god! Right? Yeah, you just get it. See, Jeff Naughty, you're getting it. You're getting it. You're getting it, Jeff. You're fucking getting it. That's how they get all the people. You need to become one of them. Preacher is funny. JJ Stoner! Woo! JJ Stoner's in the house. Everybody sub to JJ Stoner. I've got him in my link below. He's amazing and so fucking funny. JJ Stoner, Preacher is funny! Yeah, I was basically talking about, you need to, watch this video. I talked about it earlier. I was talking about Mel Gibson, talking about a lot of shiza. But in a Scottish school, Scottish people, as I was saying, JJ Stoner, we are very based. We're not like Count Dracula. 07 44420. Yeah, Russell Crowe. JJ Stoner. JJ Stoner's in the house, peeps. He is cool as fuck. And I sent him a really cool clip JJ Stoner, are you going to use that, by the way? I can translate it for you because the midget I sent you was amazing. I know him personally. He lives, see that area, that's where I live. And he always gives me high fives. See, whenever you see him, you go, alright, wee man, it's happening. And you give him a high five and he gives you a high five. So JJ Stoner, please use that clip in Midget Wednesdays. Are you going to, JJ Stoner? Joke I wrote before the Titanic was called Icelands. I try. JJ Stoner, are you going to use the, you know the P midget that I sent you? Are you going to use that clip? It's so funny. Come on, you have to, please. I know him. He likes being called that. Just enjoying this stream, brother. JJ Stoner, please. I sent JJ Stoner a clip that I would have used. It was funny. I found you both the same day. Good streams. Thank you, Jigga Man. JJ Stoner, please. Please, I am. You know him personally. Well, definitely need to interview. Call in. Oh, that would be amazing. Right, okay, right. Well, if I can find him, because I don't know where he lives, but I just see him around, like when I'm going to the shops, and I'm like, all right, wee man. Like he would be. He doesn't really speak much English, but he would just go like, and wave. That would be amazing, JJ Stoner. Yeah, that would be amazing because you go, all right, wee packy midget, and he goes like that, and he loves being called it. He can't really speak English, so he just goes, hello, and then he gives you a big high five. He's so funny, like, and he's so happy all the time. Like, if you're a midget, you would be happy. I don't know why he's so happy. He's so cute. He wears a wee dress, and it's like, oh, look at the wee dress. You just want to pick him up and hug him, and it makes me feel good because I'm 5 foot. So when I see him, I just want to hug him and go, oh, hi, wee packy midget. It would be called Bear Dylan. Right, I see like the wee dog's got excited because I was talking about midget. See, because whenever he sees him, he gets like scared of him, if that makes sense. It's quite funny. The Titanic. I think the Titanic, personally, I think that was, I don't know, I mean, can you imagine making it, do you believe, like, imagine making a ship called the Unsinkable Ship and then it literally sinks. How gay is that? Like, not gay, I don't mean gay in a hateful way, YouTube. I just mean, how annoying is that? But yeah, 100%, we have voted for Brexit now and we will get Brexit. But apparently it's the same as, right now what's happening, there's so much division in Britain. Basically, I'm on one side, there's another side, there's two sides, there's not a middle ground. You're either a commie that's a motherfucking antifa, or you are a nationalist and you believe that your country is a country. A tiger I followed told me about the insurance scam went wrong. Truther. Actually, you put beer on the wall. Definitely. Being boastful can come back and bite you. It could, I better watch. I won't boast. But I'm not boasting about anything, I'm just saying, seriously, what was I even talking about now? You put me off. Is that Ruth? No, wait, it's not. It's a communist. Yeah, there's a lot of division in Britain right now. A lot of division, and it's horrible. Like, see, even when I go out, like, I've got a lot of friends. Most people are on my side. Like, I mean, literally, the Brexit party was only open for 6 weeks, and we just, everyone voted Brexit. We want out of the EU. You can go into YouTube and you can see people literally burning the EU flag. We hate it. We do not want to be part of the EU. We want to be Scottish. We want to be British. We want to have our own country. Do you get what I'm saying? Alright, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean, Russell Cook. I know what you mean. Yeah, right. Being boastful. I thought you meant me. I was like thinking, was I being boastful about something? Because I was trying to remember what I'd been saying. But yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, imagine calling that'd be like me saying, I am untouchable. Nobody can touch me at all. Nobody can hurt me or harm me. Then I go out the street and get stabbed. Stabbed. Boom. Oh well. In fact, was there not a rapper, basically, and he'd done a song about how he was like unshootable, blah blah blah, and then he got shot 9 times and was killed literally after he wrote the song. I swear, seriously, you can look it up. I saw it on Stephen Crowder's Stephen Crowder, but I watched it on Stephen Crowder's thing, and it was true. It was quite funny. I get no Russell Crowe. I understand you now. I get it. But yeah, like this, a rapper literally made a song about how he was untouchable and nobody could hurt him, and then he literally got shot like 9 times and was killed. It's like ha 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 ha. You can't boast. Like, you really shouldn't be boasting about things, because you will get shot and die, or you will sink. I really need juice. 2 seconds, I'm looking for juice right now. Ow, damn it! Why don't I have juice? It's okay, I've only got tomorrow, all day today, all day tomorrow, and then Tuesday I will be able to buy juice. Thank the Lord, I am so thirsty. I have no juice. Yo JJ, you doing a stream today? Yeah, JJ, you doing a stream today? Woo! I'm going to be streaming because I'm looking for shakes so I can buy some juice. But my mouth feels dry, like I shouldn't have. JJ Stoner will like this, that has a joint. It's illegal in Scotland, so I can't say I had a joint, but allegedly there was some hashish that somebody left, some green, in my house, and let's just say I tried it and I feel very like that, but my mouth is very, and because I don't have any money, I'm like, damn it, I can't even, I feel munchies as hell, it's annoying. Yeah, JJ, do a student, is your email address for Hangouts the same as your PayPal address? Yeah, basically, like, if you look at my thing, Jeff Naughty, it shows you, like, my email address, like, marielle.nelson.14, like, you can look down, see if you press down in the arrow, it shows you, like, how you can PayPal me / yeah, the email address is the same, basically. That's the same. Marriott. It's a prop, fake hash. It's a prop, fake hash. Yes, that's it. What I was smoking was a prop because it's illegal in Scotland. It's very illegal. The reason my eyes look like this is just because I'm very tired. That's all. Are they bloodshot? No, they're not. But I'm okay. I just have a dry mouth. Hashtag hash. Yeah, Jeff Naughty, man. For Hangouts, it's the same as your PayPal email. Yeah, definitely. But like, I just want juice. Like, it's so annoying. Like, I keep thinking I've got juice somewhere, but I don't. Like, and the annoying thing is, like, somebody I got some donations. Like, see because I've not had food like this week. Like, I was so skint. So like somebody, I was getting donations like the past few days, and every time I got a donation I would get like some food and things like that, because you can buy food online and it would deliver it to your house, and so I was like, yes, so I got food, and haha, be back in a bit, gonna grab some brews and hash. Jigga man, you're lucky. Damn it, I want some food and juice. I've got the hashtag hash, but it's a prop because in Scotland it's illegal. But I don't have any juice or food. My Scottish friend grows shrooms. Yeah, they do. 100%. Russell Crook, your Scottish friend, says true. It's true. We could just go to the golf fields. Are always the best. If you go to the golf fields, sorry, I'm talking weird. It's because I'm very allegedly stoned, but I'm lying. I'm doing a piece. But anyway, the reason you go to golf fields and there are lots of what's the word? There's shrooms, but you need to be careful because there's 2 kinds of shrooms. One of them is the shroom that you can take and you're like, woo! Then the other kind is, it will kill you. So you need to look at them and make sure the bottom, there's a difference. Do you get what I mean? But Russell Cook, you are bang on. Damn it, I want food. For the love of why? 2 seconds. Ah, there's nothing! 2 seconds. It's okay, don't worry. I've managed to find dregs of juice in here. Dregs of juice in here. An old barbecue sauce and some cold chips. So don't worry, I will not starve to death. Please do not laugh at me being a tramp. I do actually have a job and I do go to college. I just don't get paid till next week, so I'm very skint. Oh, cold chips. I'm gonna grab them and I'm gonna put something in cow's feed to us for anything going. So I've heard. Yeah, they do. That's true. That's true. But remember, that's true. That's true. I'm still hungry. Oh, stale juice. Cold chips and stale juice, good times. That's terrible that they do that, Russell Cook. In Scotland, shrooms, you can get shrooms anywhere in Glasgow. Always go to the golf course, and it's always a certain time. You go, the shrooms, they grow wild, and we all make shroom tea, shroom whatever. I remember I found my friend in a freezer, naked, holding a Mars bar. She'd freaked out on a trip, and she was literally in the fridge, hiding, naked with a Mars bar. I kid you, I swear, hand to God, not lying, she done this. And it was very funny because the reason she freaked out was one of my other friends came over and he's got a false leg because he lost his leg. And so basically he turned around and she was like tripping and he went, here, watch this. And she didn't know and he pulled his leg off and went, oh look. And she went, ah! And then she ran away and disappeared and we were all looking for her. Then I finally found her, I opened the fridge. She was in the fridge, naked, with a Mars bar. Biff, if you're out there, I'll remember what you done. Naked Mars bar hiding in a fridge on a fucking trip. It was funny. Another trip that I had myself, I took a bad trip. And it was because I was, this is so disgusting. Why am I eating cold stale chips? I'm just so hungry. But yeah, I went to, let's just say, allegedly, I had some shroom tea. And I was walking around Glasgow and I was having a good trip. Like, I saw the Sandyford Clinic and it looked like a castle. And I was like, oh cool, a castle. And I was like bouncing along. And then I saw this junkie, a heroin addict, on a bike. But he looked like a gremlin. And then I started to freak out and everything started going dark. So I was like, huh, huh. So I like ran back into the house and I turned the TV on and then the TV started to melt. And I was like, ah! And then like, I had a belt on and I looked at the belt and it slithered and it was like a snake. So I ripped my belt off and I ripped my trousers off. So I was just wearing a thong standing there. And then I looked around and all my friends were just staring at me. And they were like, I think you should go to your bed. They tried to give me some water, but the water was like, it was black and it had a worm in it. Well, I thought it did. And then I went in my room and I saw like, there was a bit of dust and it turned into an ant. And then all the ants grew, so I started jumping on my bed, screaming and taking all my clothes off. Yeah, it was a bad trip. Let's just say it was a bad trip. A lot of my friends, I ended up sleeping in a sleeping bag with one of my friends watching me. He told me it was a magic sleeping bag. He was completely straight, by the way, and he must have felt like a complete twat. But he told me if I go into this magic sleeping bag, that nothing could hurt me. And then when he told me to close my eyes, so I closed my eyes, went in the magic sleeping bag, and then he said, is there anything that you can see? And I said, yeah, there's a slug on the wall. So he went and smashed the slug on the wall. Then I told him that, this big fat guy that I know came in, and he went, his tongue came out like a lizard and licked one of the ants. And I said to him, get him out. So he got him out. And the last thing I remember falling asleep was this chicken crossing the room as I was sleeping in the sleeping bag, and it walked past and it just looked at me and went, like that. And I was like, ah! And then I just like, kind of went to sleep. It was like a trippy sleep. Do you know what I mean? Like when you're tripping and sleeping, it was like really weird. I'm going back tomorrow at noon America time. Yeah. You, JJ Stoner, you got family time today. Cool, that's something good. That's good. You got your family. It's good. You can spend. It must be good. Like, see, like having time with your old lady and everything. That'd be cool. Like, and plus you've got like a step. Is it a stepdaughter or a step son? I'm not sure. I know you got a step kid. So happy Father's Day, if you get what I mean. Like, because that's really good. Like, you've got like a family put together. Like everybody kind of knows like I was engaged, but like my ex died like 3 years ago. But I'm 28. Like I want a family, but I haven't had any sex since 18. Yeah, I'm talking about when I was a lot younger. I'm 28 now. I haven't taken anything like that in a long time because I just don't want to go trip out and all that kind of shit. Like, I'm like, fuck that. That's why when I look at Joe Rogan, I'm like, for fuck's sake, you're a dad of 3 and you're still taking fucking psychedelics and you're like telling people how it changed your life because you're seeing dolphins and shit like that. It's like, grow the fuck up. He's such a fucking flagger. Porcelain made an amazing documentary on Joe Rogan. If you don't know who Porcelain is, which I'm sure you all do, subscribe to him and definitely look at his channels. He makes amazing documentaries and I'm waiting with bated breath for his documentary on that freak, what's his name again? Last time I had check your email. Oh, thank you, Rhett, to send you. Did your girlfriend die as well? I'm sorry to hear that. Wait 2 seconds. I'll check in 2 seconds, Jeff. Russell Cook, I'm so sorry. When did that happen? Mine was 3 years ago. My ex, like, basically what has happened, and this is why I'm so against the people drink alcohol and stuff, because I was asleep and I woke up and we'd been drinking, me and my ex, and I woke up and he wasn't there, so I went into the living room and he was lying, so I tickled his back and then I turned him over and he had like white foam. I can't really talk about it because I get really emotional, so I talk robotic about it. He had white foam coming out of his mouth, and I pulled it away, but he had white foam coming out of it, every orifice, and I tried to like resuscitate him and everything for 45 minutes and phone the ambulance, blah blah blah. He was dead. He'd been dead for hours. He choked on his own vomit for alcohol. It was horrific, and I got diagnosed with post-traumatic stress. The men in small hats, they tried to section me and tried to give me drugs. I told them no. I said I will deal with it my way, and I have dealt with it my way. But men in small hats will try and give you drugs. I'm very sorry, Russell Cook. I don't want to be one of those old guys that still tells trip stories. Yeah, I'm sick. Yes, exactly. November 2009. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. JJ Stoner, it's absolutely fine. Like I was saying yesterday, like, see when I was talking about like people, like I was talking, for example, about JJ Stoner. I was talking about you, how you were addressing, you know, horse, and I was basically saying, but all I was saying was, you know how like what he done with the Twitter feed. The thing is, he emailed me first, right, and he told me that he was feeling suicidal and blah blah blah, and all I said was, listen, we've all been through things. My dad killed himself when I was 16. He killed himself because I was in the children's home because he had post-traumatic stress. Yeah, those drugs can be fruity. Yeah, exactly. So I went through at 16, 2 days after my 16th birthday, my dad killed himself. So I've had to raise myself because my mother's never really been a real mother. It's all fucked up and messed up. And then I got engaged and I lost my baby. I'm not saying this so people feel sorry for me. Then what happened was he died. He choked on his own vomit. What I was trying to say, the whole point of what I was saying is, we are all broken, JJ Stoner. We are all broken. Horse is too hard on himself, but JJ, what I'm trying to say, if you listen to me, I have went through some horrific things. I'm sure you can pull up some horrific things you've went through. I've lost people. We've all lost people. When he emailed me and said that, I was saying like, look, I'm your friend, blah blah blah. He also emails Tomasz Lewinsky, the Polish dude. So, but then after we spoke to him, he then went on a Twitter thing and said, oh, I don't want to make a big deal about it, but he kind of did, and it's all because he wants ROT's he wants attention. You need to understand, there's people that are out there that they have not, yes, they maybe have had a bad time, but you can't feed into that, because if people, like, I've went through some fucking shit in my life, but if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't be me. Like, I would not be me. Do you get what I'm saying? I would not be who I am today if I hadn't went through the fucking brutality of what happened to me as a child in the children's home after my dad killed himself. There's a lot of other stuff that I don't want to go into because it's very personal and disgusting. But let's just say I hate paedophiles. The fact that I lost my baby, I lost my ex. But do you see me going on Twitter saying I want to die? No, because I don't want to die. I want to live. I don't want my family's name to be gone in dust. Boom. My dad was a great man. He came back with post-traumatic stress. That's why they put me in the children's home, because he couldn't look after me, because he just kept going on about we were fighting the wrong war, it was the Jews, blah 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 blah. He was saying Mel Gibson stuff basically. And he was acting very strange, so the government, the British government, took me from a loving home, my dad was my hero, and put me in a very, very dangerous situation with the guy is now convicted, a paedophile that was in the children's home. And then when I came out of the children's home on my 16th birthday, my dad phoned me and kept crying, saying like, would you like please forgive me, blah blah blah. I was like, Dad, I love you. And then the next minute I heard, like 2 days later, he'd killed himself. Then I tried to start my own family. I lost my baby. So me and my ex were like, it's okay, we'll have another baby, then I'll lose him. But do you see me cry about all of the things like that happened? No. I'm not saying he's weak for doing it. I'm just saying it's a bit weird that he'd emailed me and he'd emailed Tomasz, and then because when he doesn't get attention from ROTC, Revenge of the Cis, he gets very like, oh, and then he's like, I didn't want a big intervention. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. We were all fucking broken. We all have it. It's time you come to the other end of the bus tires. Yeah. It's how you come out. Exactly. Horses, we all have. It's how you come out with it. Exactly. We've all been fucking ran over. We've all had terrible shit happen to us. It's how you deal with it. It's exactly. You're so right. It's how you deal with it. And that is the truth. It's 100% the truth. I'm gonna if you all wait, I'll be 2 seconds. I'm just gonna check something because JJ Stoner says not JJ Stoner.